Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we have another banned episode. Yes, it's been a little while actually since we've done a banned episode, and I don't know why. I just haven't got around to them. I've got a lot of content for banned, and they're my favourite videos to make. Anyway, so this one is the classic. Someone's not happy at certain people going in certain positions. Now, the guy we're watching, now, I don't quite understand, because in the description that he said someone wasn't happy because he was in a TD spot, even though he was a TD. Now, I don't know where he's got that information from, because what I'm watching now, he is in the BZ-74-1, which is actually a heavy tank. So I know the information was wrong, and again, you could look at it, should he be in a position like this? Now, it doesn't really matter in this game, because of course it is a 10 versus 10, but the CS63 really isn't going to be happy about his positioning. Now, he's getting a few shots off, he's getting some damage, he gets some kills, and at the end of the day, yes, you could turn around and say, look dude, you're in a tank destroyer spot. Why are you in a tank destroyer spot? Now, you know, this leads me on to the fact, you remember when we spoke about Droodles being banned because he pushed a player out? You know, just because a certain player is in a certain position that they probably shouldn't be in, doesn't give you the right to start blocking, to start pushing, to try and get them killed, especially in a fun game mode that doesn't really matter towards your stats. Now, of course, as you can see, if you look at the minimap, this guy, the CS63, is now trying to push him out. He's trying to prove a point, like, dude, you shouldn't be there, get out. And again, as I've said before, it doesn't make it right just because he is not happy at people being in certain positions. You know, if you get this, yes, I know it's frustrating. It is very frustrating when you are trying to play the game. You want your heavy tanks to be in a certain position, but they just pretend they're tank destroyers. Like, I know it is frustrating, I get that, but the way around it really is just to play your own game. You know, play your own game. Doesn't matter what they're doing, where they are, just play your own game. Don't start blocking, because at the end of the day, you blocking is making it worse, because not only is a heavy tank in a position where a heavy tank shouldn't be, but you're also coming out of the game as well. So that's now two tanks that is in positions they shouldn't be. So you're moaning about the heavy tank being in a position, and actually you're in a worse position because you're hiding behind him, trying to push him and not in the game. And as you can see, BZ, son of a bitch, he rages for the rest of the game, and enjoy your ban. And again, little things like that, you don't need to say that. You don't need to say anything. Just carry on with your game. If someone wants to block you, just enjoy your mother. Wow. You know, just play your own game, just ignore them. And I say it all the time, and I know it gives us content, and this game in particular, it's a win. You know, it's now 7 versus 3, very, very easy win, and the team actually done a good job. But as you can see, this the CS63 kind of backfired on him really, because he's trying to block this guy, and he's too heavy to block. He's not a tank destroyer. He can get around a lot easier than some tank destroyers can, but he's not giving up. The CS isn't giving up. He is still trying to chase him, but as you can see, he's a little bit further back than he's gonna want to be. And you know, and at this point, the game's over, no problem whatsoever. And you can still see the CS here. Is he gonna chase this way, or is he just gonna try and get the kill? But you know, not too much, but at the end of the day, he's still blocked, and he should still be banned. So the next battle is again a classic. It's a classic. You know, someone's not happy again because they are trying to tell people where to go, and no one listens. So as you can see, the IS-3 defender capping A, telling people to go right, spamming in the chat, and of course not everybody listens to the IS-3 defender, and we see this a lot, and this is my favorite. I love this the most, where, you know, someone's spamming where to go, someone's spamming right, you guys like, they take control. They think they're the boss. They take control, and then they rage when people don't want to listen. So as you can see, a lot of people have listened. There's only 2 still in spawn that has not really moved, and of course our guy that is going into the middle here which is the right thing to do. Going in the middle here to spot anyone that is coming around is definitely a must-have position to be in. And then the IS3 defender, he's going to continue to spam the chat, and then of course not be happy when things don't go his way. So there we go, the IS3 defender. Right, guys, let's go for the RHM. You know, again, there's nothing wrong with that. If he's picking a target and he's an easy target to go for, or he's open, yeah, there's nothing wrong with hitting that chat and telling people, like, this is what I'm going for. He's not actually talking. He's just well, now he's talking, but you know, when you can just spam the command that he's attacking people, then he's telling other people, right, you know, don't go there, come back. And you know, that's where this guy then decides not to be happy. So the T49 is actually he gone one-shot me. I don't know what he's going to one-shot me. I don't know what he's moaning at there. Maybe he's telling the IS3 defender, no, I can't attack that guy because he's going to one-shot me. I don't know what he actually he's talking about there. So you know, everything at the moment seems pretty good. The green team are doing decent. I know they're losing a lot of hit points, but so are the enemy as well. So there are a few tanks on a one shot there. You can see the T49. That T49, that's who he's on about, I think. And then, God, you useless motherfucking assholes. You know, again, things are not going that way. People were dying. People were losing hit points. So this is when he moans. Have you tried one effing shot, IS3 or T49? So he's raging. He's absolutely raging. But, you know, who's dead? Who's dead? So I reloaded twice for 40 seconds. Your mother, whatever he said there, I missed that. So, you know, he's telling everybody what to do. He's telling everybody where to go. And yet he's the first one to die. And because he's the first one to die, he's then, of course, blaming everybody else that he's dead. Like, because they didn't do what he wanted them to do. Cap A, you are on it, IS3. Make yourself useful. Now that, to be fair, I do agree with. Now they are now losing. There was a few tanks up there, and yet they still didn't manage to cap A. Now, was the IS3 defender around there as well? Because if he was, why didn't he cap A either? So I get that. I get why the hell didn't they cap that base while there was all there? And that may have, you know, that may end up coming back to haunt them, because at the minute they are winning on supremacy points. They could have been a lot more than they was, but yet the IS3 defender still feels the need to carry on raging. Now, this is the best thing, I think, about the EU server. Once you're dead, you can't rage. You can't talk. You can't rage. Which, you know, I enjoy the rage. I enjoy people raging because I do think it's funny, especially over stupid little things. And again, the IS3 there, and you are in a premium tank. Like it matters. Like it matters what tank he's in, whether he's in a premium or not. Like, I'm in the same tank as you, damn ass, which, again, yes, he is kind of right. You know, and I fired 2 times. So, yes, he's kind of right what he's saying. But I think it's the way he's saying it, and then just the language he's using, and just the fact that he thinks he is in control, you know. Maybe because he's in a premium tank, I don't know. He thinks he's in control of the match. He decides what everyone's going to do. And I suppose he just feels the need to rage. Do you know what? This game could still be a win. Like, it could still be a win. I know the enemy have now caught the base B, so they are now going to start having to do something. Otherwise, they are going to lose on supremacy points. Now, our guy does a pretty decent job. He's on 3k damage, you know, and yeah, he's in a decent position. He's had the fire in, and even now, he's telling people, cap, just cap. I mean, where are they going to cap? I mean, yeah, they can cap base C over here, but I know there is a couple of tanks around. The T49 could run around the map capping bases. Now, you're not really going to recap base B because it is in the middle. Everyone's going to spot you, and you're probably going to end up dying. So capping base B is probably not the right thing to do. And at this point, you know, there are a couple of low hit point tanks. So going for the low hit point tanks, I still think is a definite must. Now, this guy should be looking to the right here, because that guy, he could have cleared the Yag Tiger. He's a 2-shot, but I think running around the map here, it's just wasting a little bit of time, valuable time, especially when they are losing on supremacy points. Now, there goes the T49. So it is just now 2 of these guys versus 4. And one of these guys are a 1-shot. Now, even there, why did you go for the T54E1 when there is a nice, juicy Borzik there waiting? And again, he's doing it again. I don't understand why you would do that. With a bit of HE, like, especially as he's got no APCR, with a bit of HE, with 2 shots, you may have been able to clear that Borzik, especially when time is running out. So I don't understand why he could have cleared the Borzik now. He could have cleared the Borzik, and he could have gone around and cleared the Yag Tiger. So I don't understand that. And, you know, I would have thought, even at that, our IS3 defender would have raged. But, you know, that's the only thing this guy does wrong. There goes the Yag Tiger, finally. And again, this could still easily be a win. I mean, the time is ticking, I get that, and it is going to be a little bit difficult, but yeah, it could have easily been a win this game. The T49 a 1-shot, the Borzik a 1-shot. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, decisions have cost them this game. But, you know, there is still no need to rage the way these guys rage, and they definitely need to be banned. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye.